ended up not really being so funny is you just have a very tiny cable. I was going to say something about your penis, and, I had this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is this a better cable? No, this isn't a better cable.
That's a tinier cable.
That's the same size cable. Same exact size.
Oh, it's an average cable.
Yes. Well, I'd say this is about what? You'd say 2-3 inches? It's average size, for a cable.
Yeah.
Especially for a black cable.
Especially if it's like cold or wet.
For cold, wet, yeah. If you just got out of the pool, if you're like a black cable that just got out of the pool. you're like a black microphone that just got out of the pool or something, like something like that. Yeah. I guess like black guys don't have to worry about that so much. Like they get out of the pool and they're still good, and then that's.
Honestly, if you had to choose, what would you pick? Would you pick average length dong, but it's always free hanging, like it is?
Oh, okay.
Or like 9 inches, but it's a grower, not a shower.
Okay, so like Eric. Like basically like Eric.
Yeah.
But Eric's more like 1 inch and then it gets to 5. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna take like the average and just kind of always good for show. I like having a show pony I can just pull out.
Yeah, that's gotta be great, right?
It's gotta be. No, yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine hanging out with the guys?
I've heard your dad say you had a bit of a show pony.
Yeah, well, my dad said that I was in the bath and it was warm, so it was in a good. we were in the bath and it was warm. What would AnythingCast, by the way? I'm Patrick.
Will.
And I'm Eric.
And I took baths with my father. Did you ever take baths with your father when you were like?
Only when I was like very little.
So by the time it was a good time age for him to tell you that you have a nice cock, you would have been too old, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like at some point he was like, "This is how you do it. Now do it for yourself."
Yeah, my dad was kind of like that with sucking dick, but
usually it's like you having to suck his dick, but I like that this is the reversal situation where he's servicing you, but eventually it got to the point where he was like, all right, you do it your goddamn self.
You've experienced
I like
it
that
enough.
This implies there was either a fight or somehow this was in fact like a I don't know, some kind of cultural thing.
Well, yeah, it was actually a Catholic thing, and then I told him that I was still too scared to do it, and he said, "Well, I guess we could both do it at the same time. Just lay on the floor, and you put your head here, and I'll put my head here, And then it was like an Ouroboros type of thing.
He was like, "You're gonna be a goddamn altar boy if it kills you."
Yeah, exactly. He said you're gonna have to do this to the priest a little bit later, so you better get used to this. And he's bigger than me,
right?
So, and my dad knew that for some reason. I don't know why he knew that, like just offhand. I guess. I don't know. Maybe he takes baths with the priest too. Maybe that's like is that that thing?
Did he say like, yeah, this is how you get salvation?
You think he baptized him?
Do you ever think like whenever? Okay, all right, you're a new priest. You're like newly. What's the word when you become a priest? You're like
endowed. I think unironically.
Really?
I think
you're okay. So you've been endowed a priest.
Yeah.
All right, but you're not one of those lame Catholic priests who can't like have a wife.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it has like a small dick. Okay, yes, yeah. I see where you're going.
No, you're an endowed priest.
Yeah, exactly. You're an endowed priest who has been endowed a priest.
But do you ever think like when they're fucking their wives, they're pulling out and they're like, "Yeah, baby, are you ready for your blessing?"
In
the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I do. I think that there are probably people that do that.
That would definitely be me.
Yeah, that would be Eric.
Sex in the last 2 days.
Yeah. Wait. Never mind. Not me. Actually, Shit. Why? Okay. Well, I shouldn't have.
Well, obviously it's because I'm married.
Yeah. Well,
I actually get to have sex every now and again. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
If it makes you feel better, I'm unmarried and I also get to have sex more or less every weekend.
Nice.
Doesn't make me feel any better, but okay.
Yeah, getting a good 1 or 2 a week. I think that's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything less would probably,
I mean, make me go insane. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
you get like pent up and frustrated.
I'd be so mad all the time.
Might like break a man or something.
Yeah, you get like crazy into some useless hobby or something like that.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You probably start like several bands in like an attempt to like live wild or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
House would be covered in like Final Fantasy memorabilia and stuff. You know, it would get crazy.
I like that. That's your. That's your level of crazy. You're like, yeah, no, that part. That's way over the line. That's
Final
way over the
Fantasy
line.
memorabilia.
He might start jerking off to Brazilian fart porn. You never know.
You know what? This house reminds me a little too much of the Final Fantasy house, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You know, it's weird to me that there was no Cloud in that house. There was just a Zach.
Sorry. And I'm Eric.
Oh, yes. Well, we already did that, but you were an empty chair.
Yeah, but I had to, finish it for you.
We were talking about Catholic
Splice
priests.
that back into the front.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Don't edit out him saying it later. Just splice that back.
Yeah, no.
They need to know why it sounded a little off at the front.
And why you didn't say anything for like the first 5 minutes. They're going to be like, wait, so he is there? He wasn't there? What
Yeah,
is
it'll be great.
No, I do have an announcement for the whole podcast.
What's
though.
that?
No, in that first 5 minutes, I was busy quitting drinking for the whole week.
Oh, my God. How did you handle that?
Thankfully to certain law changes in Mississippi specifically, and the fact that I was tapering down for a really long time. I've been keeping track of my drinks with tally marks, and I've gotten it down from 4 or 5 plus down to 3 or 4.
If you're not from
down to
Mississippi,
2 or
he's
3.
talking about how they made drinking illegal last month, this month.
Really?
This month. Yeah, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely illegal.
Yeah, it's
You're
completely
not allowed
illegal.
to have alcohol.
I
at all.
don't think this is true. The
No,
liquor
it's
store.
true. No, just get on your phone, look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. Whatever.
For sure.
I'll believe the liquor store down the street.
Well, they're closed, so good luck. You can't even get in there.
I'll go in there tomorrow.
You should.
I mean-
I'll call the police. How about that?
I'll call the police.
We got rid of that junk, man. Where
Yeah.
all of those stores are going to be replaced with dispensaries now.
Yes, we're clean. We're a clean burning state now.
And all cigarette packs will also be replaced exclusively with marijuana products.
Everything is marijuana from all the way from the top down. Honestly.
I'm okay with this.
It's turtles all the way down, man.
We've completely replaced the slavery for cotton that's in the Delta with the slaves, just completely with marijuana crop.
Yeah.
And
now we pay Mexicans a little less than minimum wage. to
well,
harvest
no,
our
we're
marijuana
paying
farms.
our prisoners from.
I don't know who that
we're paying
character is.
them dimes.
That the which one?
The green one.
So you know the one on the right, but you don't know the one on the left?
Wait, hold on.
Really?
What?
Patrick, could you please take a picture of this wall real quick just to let them know?
I don't have my phone. Fuck, where's my phone?
I'll fucking send you a picture. Hold on, I'm just gonna stand up and I'm gonna
that's
get really
not-
There it
close.
is. There it is. There
That's
it is.
not the point. The point I was going to make is that kind of looks like my little avatar.
It actually does. Yeah, that super duper does.
I saw that
That's
one
a
guy has
good
kind of like
point.
made you into a.
So wait, what do you think the one on the
Into a
right
frog.
is?
Yeah, what do you think the one on the right is?
An evolution.
Okay, no, yeah,
Okay,
that
so
was-
that's
yeah.
why he thought he knew
Yeah,
which
yeah,
one.
yeah,
okay.
that was okay.
Because I was about to say the one on the right is more obscure than
It
the one on
is,
the
yeah.
left. Like
Some kind of EV.
It's
evolution.
Carbuncle. It's
Yeah.
Carbuncle and Tom Berry from Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
I think that's Final Fantasy VIII specifically. Yes.
Yeah, that Carbuncle.
I mean,
yeah.
Tonberry kind of looks the same.
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah,
all
Tonberry
of them
looks- yeah.
with minor variations.
Yeah,
but,
I'd fuck all of them.
That's
We know
not
that.
what I said, but
I thought you. Okay. Well, I thought that was.
you
I
fuck
thought,
all the evolutions, obviously.
Oh
but, you know.
God! Can you? I mean, look. Hold on.
I mean, look, Vaporeon.
have you noticed?
Let me just tell you.
By the way,
Okay.
have any of you noticed that E61 had a new terms of service that you have to agree to now?
Did it?
E61 is that?
E61.net.
Which one- Which one's that?
That's the furry,
Patrick, put up E61.net.
that's the furry porn site.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys both obviously noticed that they had a new terms and conditions that you had to.
Yeah, Eric probably didn't.
agree
Why,
to.
why don't you tell him?
Yeah, why
Well,
don't you
it was,
explain it to
you
me?
know,
I, of course, am terminally
well, I
Just
I-
pretend I don't know what
It's
we're
terms
talking
and
about
agreement.
here.
I didn't fucking read it. I just
Well,
agreed
why are you
to
bringing
it.
it
Didn't
up?
read it.
No, God, no. Can
Why are you
imagine?
bringing
It's
it
about to be
up?
a hentai human sentai pad
And
over here.
I cannot wait, honestly.
Why are you bringing it up?
Why am I bringing it up? Because I knew that you guys would agree and say that it was frustrating and it was getting in the way of you jacking off to the evolutions.
What, 2 seconds to click a button?
Yes, I was already hard and I was looking for evolutions.
So wait, all they had was terms of service. You just had to click accept.
yeah, like you went to the website, you had to click accept.
Okay, I still
Well, you had
probably-
to do it, to be fair.
I still
you had
can't
to do the Metal
access
Gear Solid 4
Pornhub
thing and you
without
had
a
to scroll all the way down.
VPN. But
Oh,
like,
yeah, no.
But you're complaining about having to scroll
Yeah.
down and hit accept.
You can't get
That
Pornhub in
added like
Mississippi,
3
but
seconds to a
E61.
3-hour FAP session. That doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
That
Honestly,
doesn't seem
yeah.
like it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
honestly, it seems like it's good that they have that because that makes it seem like they're skirting around it. So like they'll get overlooked when the law starts cracking down because it seems like they're doing something.
Do you
about
think
it.
it's weird that we can't have Pornhub, but we can have E621 in Mississippi?
I think it's just because they don't know what that is.
You
what
sure?
Pornhub is.
Yeah.
There's no way. You think Tater Tot
100%.
Reeves doesn't know what E621?
Dude,
that
I think he just hasn't been caught.
I think I can explain in one.
He hasn't been caught. He's a Vosh type character.
I have
He
one.
hasn't been caught.
I have one anecdotal metaphor for you that will explain exactly why no one has the balls to ban E61.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that Tate Reeves loves E621, and I was going to be like, what kind of anecdotal metaphor could you possibly have?
You can infer. When I was in school, I had a friend who came in
His name
one
is
day
Tate.
on costume day or
We're not
something
going to say his
like
name,
that.
but Tate R.
Some sort of bullshit in Spirit Week. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he came in with a shirt, just a t-shirt that just had a very cute little animated little boy on it that was wearing a costume where he had he was a squid type thing with a bunch of tentacles like tied out to the sides. And
I
at
know
ends
the
of
shirt.
Each one
Yeah.
has a pair of panties on it that
Yes.
says, "Look, Mom, I'm hentai."
Yes, I know that shirt from
And he
seeing
walked
him wear it.
around. Yeah, you saw him wear that probably.
Yeah,
you were
yeah, all
there.
the time,
I forget. Yeah. And he was able to walk around school in this shirt.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Well, here's the trick, sir. If you do know what it is, you have to tell people that you know what it is.
I guess.
So-
I mean, like, you
But
can't.
you can do
have
that.
to-
That's
You can
breaking
do
You
the
that.
have
bro
to tell
code.
on yourself.
No, you can do that academically though.
You think that the
How do you
people
Okay.
in a
What do you mean?
Mississippi high school had the nuance necessary to tackle
I just think it's like
hentai
well,
as a topic?
No, but it's like a question of maturity, isn't it? Like, for example,
High schoolers known for their maturity.
No, but the teachers should be.
Oh,
no,
yes,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, like, for example, like if I'm
No
okay, let's-
teacher that was cool enough to know what hentai was gonna say.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But
You're walking down the hallway, and your
are you
teacher's like,
saying you-
nice, like snapping finger
That
guns.
happened to him once.
Yeah.
That
What?
actually did happen to him, and
Oh,
it was.
Christ.
And this is probably not surprising. The drawn art teacher.
What is
like
the
the drawing
fucking-
teacher?
Of course. Of
He
course.
went into that class. She looked at it and she said,
What is the what's the new age version of that? What is a kid gonna be
God.
wearing down the street?
a
that,
shirt
like,
that says
6'7".
bad.
Yeah, 6'7". Yeah,
I was about to say a shirt that says "Bad Dragon."
Okay, yeah, just a shirt that says "Bad Dragon" on
And
it.
has
That'd
like
be pretty
it has
sick.
a dragon that looks bad.
That would be sick.
As
Yeah.
a dragon needs to be blushing with like one hand up. Like,
yeah,
oh,
something,
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Holding a giant cock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it should be his own too. As long as while we're here making art.
Here's
Yeah.
a slightly better version. The dragon's hand is outstretched, but the dragon's face and everything we just described is on the front, except the arm stretches around to the back of the shirt,
Yes.
which is holding a gigantic cock, but you wear a jacket, so
You guys-
everyone only sees the front.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
ever
At all
notice
times.
how good of a word cock is?
it's always fantastic.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
great
pretty
word.
harsh word.
Yeah, it's
it's
got that-
one syllable.
But it's a
It's
great.
got that,
Yeah.
the double noise
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah,
Cock.
that's your strongest, funniest. That's your strongest, funniest syllable right there. The K sound. I learned that recently for King of the Hill.
Now you just need to be careful because 3 Ks is way too many.
I don't know. Birth of a Nation seemed really into it, and
That was a hilarious movie.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. That movie's funny as hell.
Former President Woodrow Wilson's favorite movie.
Really, Woodrow Wilson.
He showed it in the White House.
I've got to watch that movie. I have to. Like that. That seems like one of those movies where I'm like, I'm gonna be upset
you don't
if I
have to watch.
No, I'm gonna be upset.
Southern.
I'm
And
fairly
I will
certain
be
I know
upset if
how
I
it's gonna
die
go.
without watching the film that birthed the most prolific group in our in this environment.
You know, it was a film about the birth of
yes, of
that.
course.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
They
so
didn't- yeah, it didn't
isn't
make
the
them.
film that made it. It definitely brought people
Well,
in
it's a
at
chicken
the
or
time.
the egg situation.
No,
Isn't it?
not at
no,
all.
Yeah, it's a
because
bit of a
KKK members made the fucking film.
Well, it really
It was
depends.
already made before the film. That's how they made it. That's
But if
what
it makes-
they filmed was people actively doing KKK stuff.
But if it makes more KKK members,
Well, yes, and it did.
Oh,
it
good,
was an
okay.
effective piece of
You
propaganda.
think I'm gonna
Don't
watch
say
it?
it.
And wait, am I
Woodrow
gonna watch
Wilson
it?
liked it.
Am I gonna watch it and then become a KKK member?
I would
Oh,
assume
is it that
that
effective?
because you
Woodrow
have a
Wilson didn't like
century-
it because it was successful propaganda. Woodrow Wilson liked it because he's a fucking bigot.
I thought it was just gonna be because he's white or
I
something.
mean,
Well, it is because he's white.
Okay.
everyone's susceptible to propaganda, and in the 20s. Wilson, is he 15, 16? I forget.
I
Wasn't
don't know.
Wilson in charge during World War I? So
yeah,
he
yeah,
had to
that's the
be-
World War One guy.
So he had to be in charge in 1917 because we didn't fuck around with but like the last year of that war.
He was probably a teen in like the 1890s, I guess.
19.
No, because you have to be at least 30 to be president.
Okay.
So it had to be further back that. I'm gonna say 1870s, give or take.
So what you're telling me
Wait.
is if I showed it to Nikki, it would make her into a KKK member.
The point is, every white
But yeah,
man in power was at least a little bit racist in
Oh, wait.
1917.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And it's still a happy tradition we carry on to this day.
Yeah,
Like
it's gone
Thanksgiving,
from
yeah,
95%
Yeah.
to like 87%. I think we're doing better.
I think we're back up to. I think we're back up to 94.
Yep.
No,
I literally just watched a bunch of ICE
the
agents.
ones that fucking. Just the ones that have the loudest voices
The ones
are
that are in charge.
right now. That doesn't mean
and
that
the whole
numbers
GOP.
change.
I was saying yesterday that something I used to really respect out of Republicans was that they were like really quiet, stern, like guys that were just like, conservative about things. They didn't want to make any rapid changes and shit. And they were just they weren't really the type of guys to get loud and annoying like the Democrats were.
They embraced meme culture, dude. That's
I know,
why
yeah.
Trump is there.
I wonder if meme culture is truly going to be what will be seen by historians as the downfall of humanity. Like, you would think nukes. Like,
No.
you would think, like, oh, nuclear bombs. But no, it was, like, Trollface that really, like, started
It's just a popular format for fucking, shorthand information spreading, and because our attention spans have been whittled down to
It's true. That's
but
like saying
nothing.
books are the reason, like, society went to its
Well, who's
downfall.
to say they're not? Well, have
there
you
was-
seen
I don't
what
remember
books
which
have done?
Greek philosopher said it, but he was just like, people's minds are going to atrophy and they're going to curl up into idiot monkey people if we start writing down our information instead of using oral history.
I believe
Bro
that was,
literally
God
did not.
damn!
I believe that was
is-
Plato.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like Plato or some shit. That's literally fucking something. Like, thank God one of his apprentices fucking didn't agree with that, or who the fuck would know who the fuck Plato
would
is?
have written it down.
in
Like,
fact,
that's the whole fucking point.
people
Like,
used to make fun of, like, people reading newspapers like they do people, like, looking at their phones.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
Same
reading
thing.
a newspaper was like sticking your nose in a thing and you weren't, like, paying attention to the people around you and, like,
Yeah,
your
people would
environment.
literally walk around
Yeah.
reading this crazy portable news device.
Which was
You know?
disgusting, by the way. Like, you're chopping down trees, you're filling the thing with ink. Who's to say that thing's not getting you sick? And you're bringing it around me, and that's definitely going to get me sick too.
And
That's
they were
probably why you
chunking it
have
everywhere.
tuberculosis.
That's why people like hobos were just sitting over there living in cardboard box newspaper forts. Just
Yeah.
sitting
Speaking
over there.
of nukes, by the way,
Yes.
you guys
Oh.
two big news surrounding nukes, and I know this is gonna make Patrick just feel all.
I think
warm
I
and-
already
Patrick
know what it
loves
is.
And
nuclear
fuzzy
Oh,
war.
dude, I
inside.
love nukes in general. The
That's
nuclear
why he's
war
such a big fan
so
of the
first
Fallout
off-
series.
and Metal Gear Solid.
Russia just tested out its newest dirty bomb,
Yes.
and it leaks radiation in the line that it follows basically to its destination.
Yes.
So everywhere it goes is getting a good fucking lot of radiation, just killing everything.
Is that a thing that it does on
Sweet.
purpose, or was that just like
That
a?
sounds
I think the
bad.
Russians
Badass.
are fucking idiots, and so no, I don't think they meant for that
Yeah.
to happen. I think it's just a happy coincidence
yeah,
for
yeah.
them.
I don't think so either.
I think they're just like, no, we wanted that to happen.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And then
Yeah.
Vladimir like jerks off a cock or something.
Yeah,
As he's-
yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm imagining like
Then
a.
Kim Jong Un jacks off.
I'm
Vladimir
imagining like lighting a bottle rocket and it like spins out of control, but happens to go in the right direction.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just
you're
like,
like,
Yeah,
"Yay!"
you clap like
And
because
then-
it looks nice,
Yeah, it
but
looked
really,
cool.
I wasn't trying to do that. That could have been
I was
dangerous.
not in control.
This
I was
was
not in control of that situation at all.
This week, Trump has ordered the Pentagon to start immediately testing nuclear weapons
Hey, hold on.
again.
Not the Pentagon. The Department of War. Let's remember.
The headline said Pentagon. But yeah,
Oh, they're
What
fucking
do news
liberal
organizations
news source.
know?
Liberal news source. What was it? AP News.
New York Times.
Famously biased. Those AP News and New York Times.
Well, New York Times kind of, but AP News.
Yeah, New York Times is
Good old American corporate news.
What was it? Reuters.
AP News is actually not. Well, I mean, they're kind of corporate, but not really because of the way they run. They don't really have an owner per se. Not like New York Times does.
Okay, Will's extra special communist news.
Yes.
No, if you wanted that, I could read you what's coming out of the Jacobin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll
You
skip
get the
that.
real good shit over there. You need to write in your
left.
Unless
veins.
it's funny, but we'll...
Yeah, no. I mean, it could be.
Nothing's
It really
funny
depends.
in the world of politics right now.
No, nothing has ever been funny,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
not trans people.
No, absolutely not.
There's nothing funny
There's
about
nothing.
trans people.
There's not a thing
That's
funny
not
about.
funny. Whenever Trump was doing that little jerk off dance, that was kind of funny.
That's not funny.
That's not funny. It's
Old
not
men
funny.
have the
That's-
right to
Oh,
jerk off
yeah.
whoever they want.
That thing that happened to Charlie Kirk was kind of funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
you caught me off guard with
you
that.
got me. You got me. That one was pretty funny.
You anti'd my joke so hard it did go full circle.
Any guy
Admittedly,
gets under a tent and then his neck explodes. I'm gonna laugh. Like it's not gonna matter who the guy is.
Dude,
like,
I've been seeing so
my
many-
immediate
Oh my
reaction is like it's gonna be like a circus.
I've been seeing
Bro
so
was
many
trying his
conspiracies.
bullfrog impression and fucked it up. Motherfucker didn't teach him nothing about skinny laughs.
I've been
Yeah.
seeing so many conspiracies lately about that.
Yeah. I mean, like they're all.
Have you
over
guys
the
seen the
place.
one where the guy's like holding up signals, like he's counting, like he starts with 5, and then a
Wait,
minute
wait.
later
Does he do
goes to
5
4.
like this, or does he do 5 like this? 'Cause
Nah,
those
he
are two
does it
very
like
different.
he does it like this, and
Okay.
then he waits for a minute, and then he does this,
Okay, I was gonna say the other ones. That's a
and then
very
like
different.
apparently
5.
there's like some kind of signal some guy on the stage does, and then boom, it happens.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Like they have somebody in the crowd doing signals for the stage work. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. You
I
gotta
think
have
an
that guy out
emotionally
there.
disturbed kid just
Oh,
picked
did
up a
you-
rifle and killed somebody
you guys see
who
that
was
the
famous
judge,
who was against the
uh,
kind of stuff he liked.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys
I
see
think
that
that's what happened,
the
but-
judge?
saying.
Yeah, that's what Mossad wants you to think. You ever see that
Yeah.
the judge was like, yeah, no media in the courtroom. We're not going to have any media. Yeah, biggest killing to date. We made a whole show of it. Nope, no
Yeah,
media.
that's. I mean, they said the same thing about Luigi Mangione. That ain't gonna.
No, they
fucking
didn't.
Fly.
They've let Luigi have all the media.
I know they said at first though they were gonna be like we're not gonna have any news in the courtroom and shit, and I was like, man,
But
bullshit.
Didn't Charlie Kirk's
Yeah, for
wife
real.
just speak over in Oxford like yesterday?
yeah, she did.
Now, that's another thing people have been bringing out. It was like Charlie Kirk's wife is like the happiest widow, like literally the happiest widow we've ever seen.
She's gonna have an exploding
I've
neck.
seen memes
Just
of,
wait.
Yeah, I've seen
It'll
memes
happen.
of her like people like showing normal widows and like it's somebody breaking down and they'll be
Okay,
like
if Charlie
Erica
Kirk
Kirk fucking doing the Tony Stark coming down from like another.
Well, I mean,
Woo!
she's rich now. You realize?
It's
So I
true.
mean, like,
Yeah, I'm
there's
And
gonna
she
go ahead
didn't have
say-
a conservative man to fucking hold her down no more.
It's true.
If Charlie Kirk's death was the death of the moderate right, then I'd say that like his wife
Charlie
getting
Kirk
shot
wasn't-
would be the death of the moderate left. They would say it would.
I don't know.
Like
It-
that would pretty much kill it, man. That would be the best prop. That
I
would
don't
be
know
the
how she's
best
the moderate
propaganda
left.
win for the right ever.
What,
Like,
if
if a
his-
leftist shot Charlie Kirk's wife, the left would crumble.
Oh yeah, because it'd be left on left.
Maybe
crime.
the liberals
You can't
would
harm
crumble.
you can't harm a woman. That's true leftist politics. They have complete autonomy.
I
They
mean,
can even
Famously,
say what you
the-
want, but-
famously they can even kill
Famously, the
things
people
inside of themselves before you can kill them.
who were like, yeah, women are equal. Let them also fight with us.
Yes.
Famously, yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's pretty much what
Yes.
we know about the Democratic Party.
So you use that form of equality to justify killing the man's wife as well.
Yes, of
Therefore,
course.
your version of equality is poisonous and bad for America, and then they start rounding you into camp.
You know
Well,
what's
it really
bad?
you see
depends
how
on
this
if-
is bad?
You know what's
Look,
bad?
hold on.
You know what's
There's
bad for
no
America?
situation where
Apparently in
killing
Utah-
women is bad.
Apparently in Utah, they're building homeless internment camps, and they're going to start committing people involuntarily.
See,
I'm not
this
really
is this is
surprised.
how the left tries to portray poorhouses. You see how this works? You see how this is?
They're-
This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Slanderous
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah,
They're
what it
also
really
gonna
is
be
asylums.
forcing-
Thank
Bring
you very
back
much.
the asylums,
Yes.
and we won't be putting the fucking mentally ill homeless people in jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are they gonna do in the internment
They're gonna,
camps? Like they'd like
force
usually.
them to do labor.
Yeah. The idea was like you'd force them to do labor, right?
See, giving
That
homeless
seems like a
people houses
terrible-
and jobs, and the left is just like tear down the infrastructure.
That seems like a terrible idea. Getting the homeless to do labor like forcibly. Like 99% of those people are like schizophrenic and shit. Like you're just
I've
gonna.
looked up the stats. Only half.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You're gonna,
only-
so
only
they're gonna
half,
have to
like,
kill
suffer
half
from-
of them.
Only half
You're gonna
of the people
round
going
up half
out
of them only to kill them.
accurately
Now, you know what's a
measuring
crazy stat,
all of the
though?
stuff that
Do you
the
know how
homeless
many
people are giving them. Homeless people, well known for being very honest, very well kept with their records.
Yeah, and being diagnosed by a doctor for what they have.
And the one thing about the unhoused is they're notoriously well recorded. We know exactly how many there are.
They're up there with Christian.
Where they are.
It's strange. It's strange.
Well, it's not that hard to find them. They're just on the streets.
Yeah, that's true. You could just
It's not like they have a home to hide
Yeah,
in.
you get them fingerprints and everything. You got everything. It doesn't matter.
Or are they going to go die in the wilderness?
Yes.
I feel like
Sometimes.
homeless people in some places are homeless for different reasons that homeless people are homeless in other places.
Have you seen those homeless
Well,
people in the
yeah.
fucking Vegas tunnels?
All
yeah,
sorts of
there's
different things
multiple
going
ways
on.
in capitalism to become destitute and homeless.
Those
Multiple
guys in
ways
the
in communism become destitute and homeless.
Yeah, but at least people will take care of you.
I don't
Just
know.
like in all the
I don't know about
communist
that.
countries.
I don't know about that.
Where all the homeless people are so well taken care
I
of.
don't know about
and all
that.
the-
They take them out back and they take care of them, and then they're just like, look, there's no
Not at
homeless
all.
people.
China has given many houses to people who are unhomed.
Yes. North
look
Korea
at all
did
of
not.
the unhomed
North Korea
Uyghurs
did.
in China that now have great homes. They have jobs. My goodness, China's the best example. Really,
North Korea is
they
really
round
also a communist
them
state.
up
They don't
over
really-
there.
Pretty sure Cuba has like most everybody in a home.
Cuba does not count. Cuba is a tiny island
Vietnam,
that is doing
I'm
successful
pretty sure
because
also
Cuba's
has-
trying really hard. Don't give their credit to their political system that's been an equally
political system that's
catastrophic downfall to
What?
many countries as well.
You're being crazy. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Russia and China are the
Russia
biggest
isn't
communist countries.
Russia's not
Russia's
communist.
not communist.
Yes, they're not communist anymore because it catastrophically fell apart.
Why did it do that?
Lots of reasons.
Yeah, there's like so many
Lots
reasons.
of reasons. Generally,
Now,
because
I'm
they
not
tried to
saying that
industrialize
we
too
don't have
fast.
just as many problems. I'm just saying that it's you're just it's a shoot
go
your
say it.
right foot off, shoot your left foot off kind of situation.
I think you're just being intellectually dishonest.
No, man. Like
no,
North
I'm
Korea
saying
is fucked
gigantic
and they're
systems
communist.
of government.
North
are-
Korea is fucked and they're communist. They don't like take care of their homeless
So
people.
how much of that is just U.S. videos that you've seen? How much of that
I've
is
seen
like what
people,
you
like-
actually know about North Korea?
I mean, I've been doing a lot of research on North Korea, and they don't have any homeless people, but it's not because they give them jobs, even by like the standards
Yeah,
of
they
the
didn't have
North
any
Koreans
COVID
that talk
either.
about it. It's not because they gave them jobs, it's because they put them in camps, pretty much like we're doing. Like you said, I don't think it has anything to do with if you're a communist country or a capitalist country.
I just
when
think you shouldn't put people in camps.
I think every country puts people in camps.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
agree.
I think
People
we
should just
probably
be
need to-
herded into camps.
Well, I don't think being
That's- yeah,
communist is
but
going to
like-
stop that.
Yeah,
don't
communist
think it's gonna
and
stop
capitalist
that.
countries should probably stop putting people into camps.
Every country
but if
is
you
gonna
want to
put
say
people
that
in camps.
capitalism is what puts people in camps, I would like to point to the laundry list of communist countries famous for putting people in camps.
Yeah, the gulag and all that shit.
You know, like that is like.
Yeah,
you
well, that
know,
was then. This is now. I'm worried about the now.
You think
okay,
North
then
Korea isn't
now
now?
communist
What are they?
countries
live in
still
North
do it.
fucking Korea.
I guess. I mean,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
worried
you
about
don't
people.
live in a communist country, so you're free to fantasize
God.
about how one would work.
God, I wish.
It's true. Like,
I'd happily just fucking let me look. I'll get
No
out.
one's stopping you.
Yeah, no, my income's stopping me there, fella.
Ah.
from what? From going to
From
like
moving.
Brazil?
From moving. What do you mean?
I don't know. You
Yeah,
could
just
probably
save
afford
up
to go
all
to
your
Brazil.
money. You know,
Like, you make enough
'cause
money
it's
to like, go to-
famously very easy to immigrate.
That's
immigrate.
true. It's not going to be like super
I don't know.
easy.
That kind of, you know, I live in America. It's hard
The
to
fuck
immigrate
was that?
to here. I don't know what the fuck other countries are doing.
I don't want to go there.
I'm not trying to.
Everywhere else is a shithole. I'm not
trying to
I don't
change
know anything
systems.
about going anywhere else.
I generally just assume-
I find it so hilarious that like constantly I'm why don't you just leave? Because it's famously so easy.
Well, I mean,
just
some
to
of the
pick up
places
and go
it is,
somewhere
like, you
else.
can
Well, the
go to
real reason
Mexico or
not to
something.
leave is that it's not going to
Like,
make a
fucking
huge
Christ.
significant change. Is people are fucked up everywhere. It's
Yeah,
not
you
like
gotta-
you know,
Yeah, but
the overarching system of government. It's not that capitalism has some sort of supreme benefit over communism. Let me just try and be clear with that. It's not better. It's the same.
it's
it's-
not the same.
It's just
It's-
people at the top pushing on people at the bottom.
Yeah,
It'll
it
always be
always
that.
ends up being that.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have government at all.
we
Really, the
can
only thing
figure
that's
out a
good is
way to-
anarchy.
Yeah,
and that's
like-
like you living by yourself out in a fucking field.
No, that's
Both
not anarchy. That's not
systems-
how humans work. What?
No, I know.
That's not how
I'm
people
saying like
work.
no government would be like the only way you would have no oppression.
like capitalist and communist societies are both just taking opposing approaches to the same idea of trying to make people equal.
Having an economy.
Like, it's
No.
an equal opportunity versus like an enforced equality kind of situation.
No, not at all.
But like, there's also like, there's so many different angles to it.
You don't think that
There's so many
communism
different
is
parts
a
of it.
forced equality situation as far as capitalism is a...
I think communism is a realistic look at the material needs of humans and then being like, okay, what do we need to do so everyone's comfortable?
That would not be really what would be... But that's not like an economic stance at all.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
breaking it down to its most
Yeah, of
basic
course,
form.
but like you could say the same thing about like capitalism and put it in like
capitalism
really
is a
basic
is a
stance.
system where you
Yeah.
put all resources
Where
in
people
where
are actually
one person
given the sweat of
competes.
their own brow.
No, capitalism is a resource where everyone competes, and eventually one person has all the resources because that's the end logical point, and they rule everything.
Well, until they have a new invention or
That's like
something.
nothing
Until
about
someone's
either of
smarter.
those two.
It just
are
leads to
and
new
they're remotely
breakthroughs.
the same.
I think every
Well-
capitalist system will lead to multiple breakthroughs. Not that it would generally end up being with somebody like at the top, because it'd be like Google really has a monopoly, and then OpenAI comes out, and now OpenAI will be the one that has a monopoly, and Google will
That's
fall.
also
They're
not
both supposed to have checks and balances. They just practically haven't been working very well. You know, the checks and balances in communism were supposed to stop people from,
you know what the-
gathering up huge amounts of power at the top and then focusing it up there. But it didn't.
You know
In
what
a
the
lot of
check and balance
countries-
in communism is?
What's that?
The People's Revolution. Just
Sure,
fucking
but you
taking
could say
down
the same thing
government.
about every
Okay.
single country and every single type
yeah,
of government.
and many countries have had like revolutions.
yeah, but that
you're
doesn't
right,
make it
but,
like different or
But
like
when they got
I'm not
done
saying it's-
revoluting, was the country awesome and better and surpassed the previous country?
Or did it have the same
what-
issues where a
No,
guy
it
was
had
at
to
top and it
obviously build
sucked?
up. No,
Yeah.
it didn't have the same issues. You're talking about in the past, at least. You're talking about feudal societies, basically,
Yes.
who had to be brought back up and industrialized.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like shit happened and all that, and I agree. Shit shouldn't have necessarily happened, but shit did happen. We have to learn from that.
But people took a place at the top of the system and then abused that power, and that's really the issue
Not-
with any government.
so like take
style.
Stalin. Well, let's
You're
just take the
accusing
most famous
capitalism-
one, Stalin, right?
Right.
Stalin famously was supposed to be this big dictator who never lost power until he died, right?
Right.
No, he was elected into power every fucking time to the point where
Yeah,
he
with
asked them
crazy
multiple
corrupt-
times to let me stop being the fucking leader.
Right.
And they refused.
Yes. That's still people at the top abusing power. It's not Stalin doing it, but it's the people around him.
Are you somehow
The
under
democratic
the impression
elected
that
parliament
Stalin...
that they had.
Yes.
You're
that's
under
still
the
abuse of
impression
power.
that Stalin was so well loved by all the people that they just kept unanimously voting him in?
Well, the people who
I
had
think-
power to do so, yes.
I think the propaganda against Stalin is so ubiquitous and like in our lives basically that no, I don't think he was as bad as they say. Yeah, did he do some bad stuff? I agree, he probably did. Was it what they said, like him being an awful authoritarian dictator? Probably not.
You
I
can
mean,
say the same
a lot
thing
of
about
people
Hitler.
say he killed more Jews than Hitler.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
It's
I'm sure that's propaganda though.
it's one of those things
That
where I'm like,
feels-
it's not like a thing that
Like, oh look, this guy's more evil than Hitler. He's bad. Communism bad. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, calling
Yeah.
people more evil than Hitler has existed since Hitler.
Well, we have an example for every single government system that isn't our own because we live in a propaganda state. So there's always like, if there is another type of government, we have a guy that we can point to and say it'll end up being like that. But it's not that. It's that no matter what you do, and as long as you have government, people will take control from the top down and then oppress the people at the bottom.
Yeah, the communists blame the capitalists blame the communists, and then the king people say, oh, if you had a good king. It's like, what's a good king, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Well,
it'll
at least-
it'll just cycle
It'll-
around.
Good for you.
Yeah,
At
bad
least
for everybody
minimum,
else.
At least minimum. The communists are trying to make it to where everyone is comfortable.
Sure.
You can't say that about the capitalist governments. You can't say that about the monarchist. The only people you can say about who are worried about the material needs of the common everyday man are the communists.
Sure, because
The
it's
biggest-
on paper, though.
I'd say that the
Like on
biggest,
paper, I agree with you.
the biggest problem with every system is fucking implementing it. Look,
Yes.
unless you go full-on tyrannical and just force everyone to follow the rules, none of them work.
I said
Because
this
if
yesterday to
people
my dad. I
Break
said,
the rules, then the system doesn't work because people take advantage of it. In communism, people take advantage of no one being supposed to be in charge of everything by gathering up all the power and getting in charge of everything and ruining the fucking communism aspect of it. In capitalism, right, well, I like the on paper part. Everyone likes the fucking on paper part because
he likes
everybody
the
gets to
idea
be
that you can hold it
comfortable.
up in their face and say, here are the things you're supposed to be doing, you're not, bang. Like that, I mean, like I agree, but I don't think you're ever going to be able to do that, but I agree. you're not going to get to Stalin to shoot him or any of the people who were around Stalin with which to shoot him.
In a perfect capitalist world, it's basically a meritocracy where we just use the medium of money.
Yes,
where
but
everyone gets the
it doesn't work
value
out
of
that
what
way
they
either.
earn and what they pay. But instead, everyone tries to take advantage of the system, screw people off stuff, get as much profit as possible, etc. It's the same thing. The problem is the assholes.
I told
not
my
the
dad
system.
yesterday, dude, that like my opinion on like authoritarian versus libertarian, I'm one or the other like extreme, and it just wildly depends on like how mad I am at people.
Right.
Like literally, I will always
Yeah.
let people do whatever they want. I don't give a shit until
Until
something
it's
happens.
inconvenient to me, and then I'm
No,
like,
And then
yeah.
still people
God-
start doing a bunch of shit I
gulag
don't
them.
want them
No,
to
like
do.
when people do something
They just gulag 'em
stupid,
all.
and then I'm like, oh, I can't. Like, what in God's name are you doing? Like, it's just incompetent people exist, and that's a part that like no government system can ever compensate for. You
Yeah.
can't compensate for the fact that people are wildly corrupt and incompetent.
Like, find
just absurd.
every fair way, fix every single problem in society, and then you'll get to the end, you'll look at the numbers, and you'll go, fuck, why do I still have fucking homeless people? Because some people are fucking losers.
yeah,
Like,
it's true. Some people fucking suck.
Like, you can cure all the drug addicts. You can solve all the family issues. You can build more housing or spread them out more efficiently. But some assholes are just gonna fuck up.
Yeah, some dude is just going to be like, well, I'm fucking leaving, and then he's just going to be drunk on the fucking street.
Yeah, and the
because that's what
problem
he
is-
wants to do.
Right. It's not clear where an individual's responsibility ends and society's fucking responsibility begins.
Will, was that the nuke? Was that the nuke?
Oh, are we
alarm?
finally getting it?
Are we finally getting nuked
Is
by
this
Russia?
how
Was
we're
that-
gonna die? Shit posting on the internet?
God, I wish.
Will's emergency alarm just went off on his phone, and I'm pretty sure that it was. I'm pretty sure we're all getting nuked. Yeah. I mean, like, what would you do? Like if we were sitting here and it was like,
isn't it?
yeah, it's like
I
nukes
mean, I guess
coming.
we
up.
finish.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, of
fuck
course.
it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna start jacking off, and then
I
I'll
guess I'll
finish.
put my wife on speakerphone real quick.
Honey, I'm on the podcast.
I honestly, honest
I mean,
to
fuck,
God.
I'm not gonna make it to her. Might as well get her involved.
And you don't
fuck
know
it.
that.
Nah,
Yeah.
you know why I wouldn't if that was a legit like nuclear alarm, why I wouldn't be that
I mean,
worried.
realistically, I get in my car and I'd leave.
No,
See you later.
that'd be the no,
You
that,
fucking coward.
That would be the last.
I'm gonna
No,
try and
that,
go to my
that would be
wife's
the
house.
last thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
Because like realistically, they're not hitting. They're hitting.
Patrick, fucking bleep that. God
Goddamn.
damn it, Will. What the fuck was that?
They're not
I-
hitting bumfuck town in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're probably not
Sometimes,
hitting
like, I
Mississippi in
forget.
general. Let's be honest.
You haven't been on the show in a month. I'm not surprised. you haven't been doing anything. You've been leaving me and Eric to do everything. And what do we do? What can we do?
driving
We
18-wheelers,
We're
dragging each other off.
Driving fucking trucks, talking about how he's married to a retarded Negro pygmy. Is that what you want?
They're gonna hit.
Is that what you want?
Hey! Don't forget Doug Buck.
They're gonna hit the town further south of us.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, they will. That's right.
And
That's right.
the only thing we need to do is
Yeah.
last 2 weeks inside.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you know what? We could do it too. We
Probably,
got enough
yeah.
beans.
I mean, we could eat.
You know,
read.
beans.
Then we'll really start looking like Doug Buck.
Legitimately in my head, I was like, "We got enough," and then I immediately was like, "Well, we got beans. I don't know what else we would have because like the water's gonna shut off. We don't have water.
Yeah,
We got enough beans. We can eat the beans.
we could suck on beans.
We could. You're right. There's water in the cans.
Okay, I'm not going
We'd
to
be
say
drinking
exactly
bean water,
where we
boy.
live, but also remember Mississippi River. There are water sources.
Yeah, which will be great once the nuke hits. I'm sure.
Oh,
Those will be fantastic.
water is famously like really disperses like.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Or
100%.
disrupts
Weirdly,
radiation, whatever?
yes, radiation spreads rapidly in water, and that's why we use them in nuclear reactors.
Yeah.
I
And
heard
it
they
only
found,
takes like fucking 30 feet of water. It's insane. It takes like nothing.
I've heard that they found I don't know what it is, but they found a new chemical something that like works even better than water.
Yeah. I thought you were going to talk
Lead.
about for uranium.
No,
Lead.
no, like,
Steel.
Way better than water.
no, like
No,
an
steel
actual,
is not good.
like
Oh,
an
is it
actual
not?
liquid.
Not compared to
Oh,
like
really?
lead.
Yeah, like I cannot remember what it is. But
Probably just like
Liquid
that.
hydrogen.
It's
No.
probably that
Yeah.
fucking shit from Metal Gear Solid 2 that like you can drown in, that aerated water or whatever.
That's just water.
Yeah,
with air
yeah, but it's
bubbles
probably
in it,
yeah. I mean, which is probably
It's
that.
not
It's
an-
probably that. Don't you think it's that? It's probably that. It's probably
You can
definitely
drown
that.
in it because
No,
it
it's
has
definitely
the
that.
air percentage is like almost equal to the water percentage, meaning you don't have buoyancy in the same way that you don't have buoyancy in air.
Yeah. My dad said that he got in some of that shit one time that was like really elevated in water, and he for the like in the Marines they had to train them to do that, and he had to breathe the water, and he said it was like really, really, really uncomfortable for like the first 10 seconds. And then after that, everything is fine. Your lungs are full of water.
I bet it sucks coming out.
Yeah, he's not talking
like,
about
it sucks massive dicks.
He's not talking about aerated water. He's talking about liquid oxygen, which is a little different.
Is that different?
Yes.
Okay.
Aerated water is just water that has air going through
Well,
it,
then
like a carbonated
what the fuck
drink.
is liquid oxygen? Is
It's
it
oxygen, but liquidized.
Yeah, I know, with water supposedly. What is it? What do they
It's
put
just
in it?
O, no H.
Oh, what? Then how does it have any H? How is it water? How
Actually,
is it
no,
liquid?
that
Because
doesn't make
other
sense.
chemicals
No,
can
that-
be solids, liquids, or gases.
It's true, but why not just make it okay? But
Also, hold on. I just realized that can't be right.
yeah, of course.
No, not because oxygen can't be a liquid, but because you can't.
We don't
Oxygen
breathe
being liquid-
exclusively oxygen.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
nitrogen.
don't breathe exclusively oxygen. You breathe oxygen and mostly nitrogen.
Yeah.
The nitrogen just isn't doing anything. But if the oxygen isn't diluted by the nitrogen,
It's too much.
yeah, it will die. Oxygen will kill you over like 20%.
Honestly, is that
Like
is
it's
that
only
the-
supposed to be at like, I don't know, like 12 to 18% or some shit.
and isn't
I
that the
forget.
best way to go
God,
out
I
or
love
something?
nitrogen.
Not a lot.
Isn't
Huh?
that the best way to go out or something?
Oxygen poisoning?
Yeah, yeah, oxygen
No,
poisoning.
I
Isn't
heard
that like
no.
fantastic?
No, I heard. Yeah, it does get you really high.
Does it? Okay.
If I have to imagine so, because like, for instance, you can get.
Wait,
don't
I
like
just
anything
realized
that
in my
involves
head,
suffocating,
I was
to be
like, yeah, I
honest.
know, because like you use the fucking car
On
exhaust thing, and then in my head, I'm like, wait, no, oxygen doesn't come out of the exhaust, you fucking. I was like, yeah, you like kill yourself with the oxygen coming
The
out of your
idea
car.
that I could
Imagine,
fill
like,
my
coming up
lungs
to the
with
tailpipe.
air and not breathe kind of sounds horrifying.
That would
so I
suck,
don't really
yeah.
wanna
No, but
do
Should
like,
be
that.
gasping
check this
and
out.
not
Check this
happy.
out. No, the way you die is like, because I've seen some diving videos, right?
Oh yeah,
And like it will happen.
those are
because
always fun.
Isn't that nitrogen sickness?
They call it that, but isn't it because you've gotten enough like nitrogen? You've gotten too much oxygen or something like that?
No. What happens is
You talking about the bins?
yes.
Yeah, the bins.
The
Yeah,
bins.
no,
is-
that's
yeah.
nitrogen. And the trick is, so, okay, as we said a second ago, like, nitrogen is what's most
But
of
they
the
don't-
air is, right?
They don't like struggle or anything. They just kind of like
yeah,
die.
it
Yeah.
makes you drunk.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it-
get drunk.
You get crazy drunk, then you get, like, confused, and then you just kind of pass out, and then you suffocate underwater.
Which
I
honestly,
remember
that's
this
probably
one-
your favorite
Just-
way to go out. To be honest, like that
No,
doesn't sound bad.
That's like that's what underwater cave divers die
Yeah,
of.
but
and
getting
that
drunk and then passing out, like that's like a that's like a
literally
Saturday
just
night for
spent
you.
like a year trying to quit alcohol and just spent
but
1
you're
week off
used
of
to it. You can't say like you wouldn't be sitting there and be like, well, this is a whole new experience. My God.
if you were gonna die and you knew you were gonna die, would you break your sobriety?
I mean,
Let's say you got shot. Okay, you're laying on the snow-covered steps,
if I'm
I
into,
mean-
I was
and like
addicted.
there's a bottle of rum right
I was
next
addicted
to you.
to pain medication. Does this also apply?
There's a bottle of Tylenol.
I'm getting that autism. I want to
Tylenol
be autistic
stands
before I
for
die.
tism.
Yeah, I
Did you
love
see
that.
Texas is suing the Tylenol
Did you see
company?
that RFK came out today and said there was not enough stuff to say that Tylenol causes autism?
What a
Oh,
shocker!
really?
What a
Yeah.
shocker!
Which
Maybe
I-
RFK shouldn't be allowed to make announcements
Yeah,
about things.
literally.
Maybe
I
RFK
got,
shouldn't be the head of health.
you know me. I was like, you know what? I guess that would have been what I would have wanted.
Maybe the
for
guy
him
who
to-
swims naked at the DC mall in the sludge pool shouldn't
Here's
be
the
in charge
trick.
of our
Everyone's
health.
going to remember that Tylenol causes autism. No one's going to remember the
Absolutely.
half-page retraction on page 45 of the
Oh
20-page
yeah. It was
newspapers.
barely a headline.
Oh, I'm just excited for like when Texas has to pay them out in court for suing them.
You think you can get a lot out of Texas? I guess they're like the
Yes,
second highest.
they're like
economy.
they're not the second.
Why don't I
Honestly,
move to
I'm not
Texas?
happy about
They
anything
might be
because
the
I'm
second.
looking at the entire thing as a massive waste of government funds from the very top to the very
Yeah, it's
bottom.
a massive waste of
100%.
It's the fucking
Texas
government
taxpayers.
cannibalizing its own fucking money for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, Governor
just
Hop-
paying
No.
lawyers to argue about nothing
Yeah.
so that
ass, dude.
nothing can
Hey,
be
look,
decided
Eric,
about nothing.
If anyone likes wasting taxpayer money, it's Governor Hot Wheels.
You guys know that there they're embezzling that shit. They are not spending that money. They're just going to put free attorneys that are doing it pro bono.
Yeah, well, we're going to find
and
out.
say they paid them $700,000.
We're going to find out that the
essentially-
CEO of Tylenol and Greg Abbott are
they're
fucking
like
best
they're in bed
friends.
together.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is no different from when the mafia is running union rackets, where they do the thing where they have the workers constantly like constructing and deconstructing the same thing in the same area.
Dude,
over
that's
and
what's
over
happening.
again.
That's what's happening at the East Wing of the White House right now.
I would love to just like have footage of them, like a long time lapse of them like building it perfectly, then tearing it down, then building it again and repeat.
I don't know if they're ever going to get it built because Trump apparently, I think they use like an AI to come up with like the building schemes because like there was windows wonky and shit like that. And apparently he
looked like one of Hitler's paintings.
He just fired. Yeah, he just fired. You know, that's hilarious that you mentioned that because fucking Trump loves Hitler shit.
He's a good painter.
I heard apparently his ex-wife before
he's bad at perspective, but he's got some pretty colors.
Before she died,
So it's a
I
box
think.
of crayons,
Which ones?
but I'm not putting it in charge of a country.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll put him on the wall. It's art.
But one of Trump's ex-wives was like, yeah, he slept with Mein Kampf next to his bedside.
You know what? You could say the same thing about like you.
See,
and
bro's talking about
Communist
propaganda all
Manifesto
the time, but
you could say the same thing about you and Communist Manifesto. It'd get people just as bad. It'd be like, yeah, he slept next to the Communist Manifesto.
God, I would though.
Honestly, if you said something like that could be even funnier though, like he slept next to Birth of a Nation, Mein Kampf, and Catcher in the Rye. Like
sure.
it's just
right
like
before feasting on a
things.
virgin child.
Yes, yeah, of
Look,
course.
I would agree it's a little much if it wasn't
Then
for
he
the
raped
fact
several little Mexican
it
girls.
wasn't for the fact that he uses Nazi slogans and shit like that, but just says America instead all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things where it's like his
America
political
first
people.
was literally like a thing that neo-Nazis said, and then Germany first was the thing that the actual Nazis said.
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't care. He'll do whatever works.
I know
but
he
didn't
doesn't
get it
fucking
from
care.
Germans either. He got it from Reagan. That was Reagan's slogan.
I'm sure Reagan also got it from neo-Nazis. He was a half dementia-riddled fuckface who let his wife run the whole thing.
Nah, Reagan was like
From tarot readings.
So which one was he?
Reagan was
Was
really
he
cool.
a Nazi propagandist or
He's whatever I want him to be.
man?
He's whatever I
with
want
his
him to be,
brain
Eric.
completely
like him.
addled.
He's whatever I say.
He's
he is.
whatever devil I want him to be, Eric.
Reagan
Okay,
had
so
that
he's a
cool.
who's incapable of nothing, like can't do anything. He's a gibbering old man, and also he's the devil who did everything bad ever.
Well,
He had good immigration policy.
Reagan did let everyone else once he did
Nancy
develop,
Reagan.
whatever. Once he developed dementia,
She.
Reagan developed dementia.
Okay, I mean, so
The gay man, not the woman.
I liked his immigration policy. He had a good immigration policy.
I have no idea what it was.
Wet foot, dry foot. It was if you step one foot onto American soil that you can stay here.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like he wasn't a devil. He
the
had
fuck
some
kind
good
of
shit.
policy
Except for
is
all
that?
like
It was
the,
for
what,
Cuban. It was for
million-
Cuban refugees.
Except for the million or so.
See, different. That was a propaganda move because the whole point was if you want to run away from communism and live in correct America.
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. But
he
still,
could give
it was
a
a good
fuck.
policy.
He could fucking wipe his ass with
we're
a
also,
fucking orphan Cuban for all it mattered.
I don't know. I
Did you
feel
see
like
that
he's
recently?
an old enough man
In
to
the
be
same
worried.
vein, actually, recently the admin just said that they were not going to be getting in many more refugees, but they're going to prioritize white Southern African refugees.
Oh yeah, because the administration thinks that there's a genocide going on in Southern Africa against white people. That's a real thing that they said like months ago, which I don't know if there is or not. I have no fucking
clue.
no idea. I have to just kind of go, huh? That is a thing that people are
Sounds
concerned.
odd.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
I mean,
but
it
okay.
also sounds like something that presumably could happen.
Yeah, of
just
course.
like-
I have no idea.
Let your local communists bring you the facts.
Oh yeah, definitely known for the
I'm
facts.
sure that absolutely
I mean, you can
none
look-
of
you
this
can look
will
all
be
this up.
anti-capitalist propaganda.
You can look all of this up.
Yes,
So,
on all the
from
same
what-
propaganda sites you go to.
I mean, look it up on anything. From what I understand, a lot of the white Southern Africans are descendant from British immigrants.
Of course, they would have to be.
Then there was like I don't know if we call it a revolution,
Why
but
they have
like
those weird
a bit of a
accents.
revolution when like South Africa became a free nation or
Yes,
whatever.
that was the whole thing with fucking the
So,
guy who
like-
everybody thinks died, but he didn't.
Apparently, like
Mandela.
the
Mandela. That was the Mandela thing.
The white South Africans used a lot of slavery and like all that
Apartheid.
all the bad
Yeah,
shit.
apartheid.
Everything you can think of, and then they still apparently get they're still wealthy from it. Like their descendants are still wealthy from that shit.
Yes.
So Southern Africans, from what I understand, decided, fuck that, we're taking our shit back.
South Africans, not Southern Africans.
Yeah, it'd be South Africans. I
The
guess.
Well,
nation
they are
of
in-
South Africa.
Are they not in the South? Would they not be
Lots
Southern?
of
Would they not
people-
be Southern?
I guess there would be a lot of people
Yes,
that would be
a lot
Southern,
of
so I guess
other
they kind of
countries would
fall into
also
that.
be Southern African. Because
Okay, but I'm talking
there's
about
more
I'm talking about South
in Southern
Africa.
Africa than South Africa.
Okay, but I'm talking about the
If we're
Southern
talking about
Africans, South Africans.
then we're talking about South Africans.
But I'm talking about the Southern Africans of South Africa. So, they decided, fuck that shit. We're going to get our shit back. And yeah, I think they did kill a whole bunch of them
Damn. What'd they do
So-
it for?
to get their shit back.
So the white genocide
But
is
did
real.
they do anything?
I don't know if it's real. I just know they killed a bunch of like Boers, I think is what they're actually called.
Okay. So did they like do anything?
I don't
though?
know. I don't know.
Besides like, okay.
I don't actually know that much detail about it other than
Did they
the
do
basics,
anything but they do anything
the
but
general
be a rich
concepts
guy?
of what's
So
happening.
so in other words, it's okay to kill the descendants of anyone who colonized the area that
I
you're
think
in.
if you're still profiting off of like emerald mines and slave labor, probably, yeah.
So if your family has any money in an area where you're not ethnically from, you are obliged to give it all back to
Are
everyone
you asking me,
who's
a
not-
communist?
Yeah, I was
that?
gonna say he would say yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
actually, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that would 100%
yes,
be his
absolutely, yes.
take. Yeah, that would actually be his take. You should have known that. You walked right into
What
that.
do you mean?
Fucking.
Should the wealthy
That's what-
people who got their wealth off of the exploitation of others give it back? Yes, they
Yeah,
should.
I would say absolutely not. God damn it, just give it all to me. What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What
Give
the-
it- yeah.
I've got my own policy. All right.
Yeah.
Don't exploit them. Just give it
Give
to
it
me.
to
Just
me.
Just give it here. I'll take care of it. I promise.
He
I
will
promise.
have uwu hentai fucking
I'll-
ahegao socks for
Oh yeah.
days.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And
will
I'll,
be billions of dollars.
do you have any idea how many H artist I would?
Oh, you would start a new hentai revolution.
Absolutely. I'd
Artist
be like,
revolution, yeah.
You know, now that I've got all this blood money, I can finally use
what's
it.
the word? How do you say Renaissance fancy?
Renaissance?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
the Renaissance.
Renaissance.
How many ways can I mispronounce the word Renaissance?
a hentai Renaissance. You know what I would do if I had that much money just for the fuck of it? I would get so much porn of that woman like with the Wonder Bread and the cutting down trees.
Just for that guy.
Just for that guy.
1,000
Just,
pages.
yeah, for 1,000 pages just for that guy. You know how happy that would make him?
Yeah,
his life
he'd
would
be
be-
your number one.
He would. Yeah.
Wonder Bread?
You don't know
What?
about this?
What are you
I-
talking
the
about?
only thing I can
we
really
told you
say
about
is-
this.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar, but what the fuck are you talking
There's
about?
a guy on the internet who is
There's a guy
somewhat
on the internet.
semi-famous.
I guess, yes. He's semi-famous.
Maybe just to Patrick and me. I don't know. But
No,
like,
he's well known.
He commissions artists specifically for women. I think it's animated women specifically, right?
Blonde, white-skinned, animated women.
Cutting down a forest and setting up like Wonder Bread factories, and it has to be Wonder Bread specifically.
I see.
Yeah, it's that specific. This guy makes so much of that. Where's my fucking mouse?
the most specific kink. I guess that's honestly not even the weirdest
fuck
kink
it,
I've
I'll
ever
just
heard.
look
I've
it
seen
up.
weirder-
I guess because it's so non-sexual.
Oh yeah, it's just weird. Like it's not like
You know, it's like, wait, this is
he's
what gets
obviously
you off?
getting off to it, but I
right,
don't, you
like,
know.
I can't think of any reason to do this
Yeah.
other than getting off,
And-
but also I can't see any way how this could in any way get someone off.
I love if I
It's
just
a-
put in Wonder
it's a
Bread
conundrum.
D. It goes, were you looking for Wonder Bread deforestation? Yeah, it
Yes.
knows what I want.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it knows what I want. Okay, here we go.
I'm guessing that
Here, these are all commissions he had made. Patrick, just go ahead and put some of them up on the screen.
Yeah, we
Then-
love Wonder Bread guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know what his name is, but I would love to have him on this show.
Yeah.
It would be
If someone can find Wonder
yeah,
Bread
if you
guy,
can find that
send
guy,
his deets.
I mean, everybody knows what his name is. He's like well known on DeviantArt. Like people know what his name is, and people say don't do commissions for this guy. Because,
What?
Yeah,
Why?
because you know exactly what he wants.
Yeah, of course.
What's
and I would
wrong
love
with-
to, if
You
I
know
was an
what?
artist,
What's
I'd
You
wrong
know
with
what? I
Wonder-
don't know. All right, I have no idea with what's wrong with knowing exactly what he wants. But I guess artists just don't don't want to do a commission.
If I was an artist, I would love to be chosen by this guy.
Yeah, it's the
admit,
easiest thing.
I don't hate this.
Like, I just want.
What,
is
are
he
you
like
getting
a,
hard? What
like
do you,
it.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I was
Is he
very
like a difficult client? You think?
Like,
Oh,
why would,
yeah, he is,
why would
apparently.
this upset
Oh, yeah.
people, I guess, is the
I could see
question.
that being
He's
the
a
reason.
difficult client. First off,
This is
apparently he has a lot of
definitely in,
revisions.
This is definitely like neutral weird at worst.
Let me see that. Bring that.
Yeah, you want to see him?
Yeah.
Okay. Will wants to see him.
I've
Patrick,
only-
I guess you're just still going through them on the screen right now.
I've only ever seen the one with Gravity Falls girl.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah.
so many. There's so many.
Oh, fucking! He got the Marvel thing.
yeah,
wait, the girl from Spider-Man? The
no,
blonde chick?
the Fantastic Four chick and Jeff the Shark.
Yeah, with Jeff the Shark.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Honestly, it looks good. Like, this is fine.
What?
I guess it's just pretty girls shopping for
Yeah,
Wonder
the weird
Bread
thing
and
is-
being lumberjacks.
The weirdest thing is he got so famous doing this that other artists just made them to make fun of him. But now he just
Now
gets
he's just
more
getting free
material.
stuff.
He's
Yeah,
getting
he's just getting
free
more material.
porn.
Right,
What
like-
the fuck? What do I have to do to get that man's
You
life?
need a more specific fetish.
I gotta get into
Patrick.
something deeper.
Yeah.
I love how much
You
this
have to
is.
surprise.
I
I don't know.
people.
They already have a lot of it, so you might not be helping him as much as you think.
Honestly, you're right. Think about it. I gotta find another weird guy who needs something very
this is the
specific.
best one. I wonder if he's a furry.
I don't even think that I swear to God, half of those results are just like other people drawing them to make fun of him. Like I said, I don't think that all of those are commissions. Some of them are. I know that some of them are. I
don't
know the
Like,
ones
do you
that are
think the
commissions.
ones where they specifically mention? I like this one. It's exactly what he would want.
No, that
And
is
then
a
she's
that
like-
is a mix of another one that he actually got done. That
Like
is,
what, this
that's
one?
that's a remix. He actually did ask for like a blonde woman buying Wonder Bread from a store with a shopping cart. So now people
Yeah.
people draw that as like a thing to make fun of him.
Just use
But-
that as the prompt and
Yeah,
just do
yeah.
every different version of that possible.
You know what?
So you
Now
think-
with AI generation, this he's fine anyways.
Ah,
Yeah,
poor-
he
I'm not
doesn't really
helping
need
him
to
at all.
pay.
Poor,
No,
poor
absolutely not.
artists that their source of income, Wonder Bread guy, is gone to AI.
yeah, you can no
Oh,
longer.
did he really?
I don't know, but I wonder if do you think
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you think he has a regular artist that he goes to?
Oh, I got it. You know what? Now that I think about it, do you think he might have like a guy on speed dial where he's just like, I just really need
If
this.
you
Like,
if you
I
had
need my fix.
if
know?
you had the income to basically have a full-time artist, would you?
yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I would just. I would make him draw so many pictures of me just shredded and buff and naked with a giant cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, I'd be like, I'm not.
I'd have him
feeling
draw
good.
me in the rhino suit from Spider-Man.
You know what? Yeah. Do all actually
Why is that
exactly
kind of what I was thinking when he described that a second ago?
You know, just cut the cock out. Just cut like the little cock
just
out
have a
of the
huge
suit.
cock hanging out the
Because
back.
I was thinking about trying to call
Hanging,
you
no,
out on that.
pointing.
Now it's just
It's-
like, yeah.
No.
Like what?
45-degree angle, my man. Like not
like a
hanging.
rhino's horn. No,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Actually, you know, Eric, we were just talking about this. Okay, average size penis.
Oh, yes.
but it hangs.
Yes.
Or, and this is a choice you're making. Or 9-incher, but it's a grower, not a shower.
I've had an average sized penis all my life, and most women like it as long as you know what you're fucking doing.
No, but it hangs. You
Yeah,
can, like,
but
show
you
it
know,
off.
yeah, you can
it's
show
a
it
show
off.
pony.
But you
I
can have a
currently
really
have a
big...
normal sized penis that's a grower, so yeah, I would take a normal sized penis that hangs.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, I think
currently it doesn't look very impressive on a
Yeah.
moment to moment basis.
You're forgetting one
you
thing
know.
here. A 9-inch penis would kill his wife. You're forgetting one very important factor here. He can't take that
this
option.
reminds me of the
It can't happen.
Reminds me of those porn pictures where it's like
Penis length is more of
A
a problem
very-
under 5, but
What
like
is-
also a problem if it gets like too
Above-
long.
Yeah, above
Patrick.
7.5.
You know,
Yeah,
you know
like above
fetishes.
7.5
What
or
is
so.
what is the fetish where like someone's like the size of your hand, basically?
Oh, like you mean like
Oh.
where somebody is like tiny?
Yeah,
It's just micro fetish.
it's like
Or macro fetish,
Yeah,
I
macro
suppose.
It's
for
like
big.
those where you see like where the woman's the micro and like
Like the one with the girl, like who's like the key knob or the keyhole,
I don't-
and then
I
the
don't
guy's
have
like
any-
lock picking the girl, and
oh,
she's like,
you've
yeah.
shown me that. Yeah.
You mean the one with
You've shown me
Tinkerbell?
No, I don't mean the one with Tinkerbell. I like that. I love that Will's like, yes, I know exactly what that is. You showed me what that is. I guess I'll show it to Eric after the show.
Oh, God, of
I think
course.
it might be time, anyways.
Oh, is it? I forget.
Oh, we got
because-
60 seconds, boys. Let's
Oh,
Let's make it count.
yes,
Let's
make it
watch
count.
porn!
Editor Patrick, put it in the Pornhub sound right here.
Yeah, Yeah, then editor Patrick just like wheeled down like a wheel sound and like Pornhub with like the you can't see Pornhub in Mississippi just slowly coming down. Yeah. Do you guys use VPNs for that? Is that like
I've never owned a VPN. I just go to Xvideo.
Okay, yeah. So we're all in the same category here. We're just
I'm not paying
no.
for a VPN.
No, I mean I use a free VPN obviously because I'm how else
Palantir
am I going to do
can
it?
come and take me.
No, I just use
possible?
I use Hide Me VPN because all the Silk Road stuff that I do.
Oh, right.
So, yeah.
Hey, they let that guy out of prison.
Yeah,
so
you know what they
him.
did?
Yeah,
and it's
the
weird.
Dread Pirate Roberts or whatever.
Do you think he's
going to
start another Silk Road?
I don't think so because he's way too much on the map. But I also kind of agree with letting him out of prison because he didn't really do anything. He was just kind of
other than
crazy.
try to kill somebody.
Yeah, he tried to kill a guy, but he got
somebody.
like set up. It was like entrapment. Like he didn't have a way to have it done.
Yeah.
And then he like hired a guy that was saying he would do it on his website. And I don't know if hiring a guy, if the guy's not actually
I don't know. I feel like at some point you got to make that illegal though, because like mob bosses.
Yeah, it's entrapment. Like there are situations where entrapment is like liable and you can use it in court.
Yeah, I feel like
isn't liable a bad thing?
Viable. I said liable. Yeah. Entrapment is usually like. So if you had no way in which to do the thing, which he did, he had Silk Road, he had access to Silk Road. So like, if he didn't know what Silk Road was, and they gave him Silk Road, and then they like
I feel like what he did was
assassin.
the essential of like a hitman going to hitman.com and signing up.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he used his own website.
Which is a real thing that people do get caught doing.
Yeah, we've been over it on the website on the podcast.
I was about to say, famously that National Guardsman.
Also, that sexy lady. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sexy lady that like
was that recent? Because I thought the most recent was that National.
Oh, that was
Guard
like
guy.
2 years ago. We talked about it on the
whatever
podcast. It was like episode 30, so that was like
Air
a year
Guard?
ago.
Was he Air Guard? What was that guy?
Air Force?
Was he Air Force?
I don't know. Which one are we talking about?
The most recent one.
Oh, yeah, I think he was Air Force.
Okay.
Patrick, what up? Was he Air Force?
I thought he was Air Guard for some reason.
Maybe he was Air Guard, but that sounds like a sports brand or something. So I don't want to say
that's just the Air Force of the National Guard.
Yeah, I don't want to say Air Guard though because
I
it just
get out
sounds
of the shower. I put some Air Guard under my arms. And,
really, yeah, absolutely.
Imagine being an Air Guard.
I definitely do not proceed to put Q-tips
all the way in the ear canal. Do you think they think they're really cool
afterwards? Because no one does that. Of course not.
Everybody puts that shit into their ears and they don't think anything about it. But you put one Q-tip down your urethra and you're a fucking weirdo.
How do you fit it?
Huh?
Anyways, that's the show. Thank you for listening, folks. This has been the AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
Join your local DSA. I'm Will.
Yeah.